Not really sure how you pivot out of that song, except there's two character songs on the record. This one, it always sounds like such a name drop, but and this good friend, this guy John Barlow, and John is a lyricist and has written lyrics for all kinds of amazing songs. He was also kind of, I think, competing with Al Gore as to who was the father of the internet or something at some point. And this guy was always very good to me. Unfortunately, he wrote the epitaph on my tombstone. He was introducing me to friends one time. He goes, "This is my friend Jerry Joseph. He's out in front of the Maple Leaf." Kind of quasi-famous people I didn't know. And my friend Jerry Joseph, he goes, "Jerry Joseph," he goes, "he's the fucking Bruce Springsteen of Utah." And he said a bunch of nice things, you know. Might be one of the 5 finest songwriters I've ever met, but he kind of kept circling back, and then he looks at me and goes, "You know what your problem is, Joseph?" "What, John?" He goes, "You're that guy that took all the advanced classes and none of the beginning ones." And I swear to God, unless somebody comes up with something better, that's what's going on in the goddamn place. But he, because he was a lovely guy, he roped me into a songwriting thing that I think enough times passed, it doesn't sound like a big name drop session, but it was John and Bob Weir and Lucas Nelson and people kind of way above my pay grade. And they brought me in, I have this band, the Jack Mormons, and I know, unfortunately, a lot about the Mormon church. I had to learn. I'm a Lebanese Catholic kid, but as soon as I was doing radio interviews in Berlin, where they're like, "We're talking to Johnny Joseph from the Jack Mormons. Johnny, tell us why you hate the Mormons." And I don't. And I have plenty of reasons to hate their fucking guts, but I don't. And I would become this kind of like de facto defender of the Mormon church. That's a seriously fucked up concept, on so many levels. And that one. So refreshing. Thank you. So John had grown up on a ranch in Wyoming, and he was LDS. And Bobby had gone to work on that ranch when he was young, and there's a moment, a Mormon folk music that's pretty incredible and very limited. And one of the things that came out of that, or that came out of the LDS experience, was Mormon outlaw songs. So if you go anywhere in the world, like, what do you do with the IRA when there's a peace accord? What the fuck are those guys going to do? Endless. So they're going to go teach FARC how to use Stinger missiles in Colombia is what they're going to do. Or this move into crime a lot of times. These guys that are like super righteous and have won their wars of attrition, and then they're not needed. And for the Mormons, it was the same thing. Brigham Young had a special forces unit of assassins. Brigham Young, it should be remembered, wanted to bring Utah in as a slave state. Fuck him. These guys, and he didn't need them, and so they became outlaws and bank robbers. And one of them would be Butch Cassidy, would be a great example, because they had sort of a divine blessing from God. Because the whole way out from Illinois, Missouri for the LDS was they would take your shit. They would take your cows. They would take your, whatever they were. They're great at martyr stories, but they were pretty heavy. So, I'm trying to write these songs, Mormon outlaw songs, and I'm in Mexico City in the Roma Norte, and everybody's in a different place, and we're writing by text, and it would take so long to get the next text. I can imagine like playing chess by mail, right? That I wrote this song while I was waiting for the next line. This is from the point of view of a young woman who's slated to marry a Mormon outlaw. And one of the things that would have been happening at that time was a lot of the Mormons left and went to Mexico and had the Reformed LDS Church. And so if I can be a goddamn Confederate statue, then I'm going to assume that I can be a pure, loving young Mormon girl. I certainly look the part, don't you?
Definitely.
Nothing says purity like me. Anyways, it's called I'm in Love with HYRAM Black. He's in love with me. He would follow the book, he swore it. I said I would wear my white dress, and I wore it. He gave me the steel of his heart, and I adored it. Well, I'm in love with HYRAM Black. He's in love with me, and I jump in his saddle, and I never look back. The whole damn world can see, they can see. Hey, well, Janice said it's time to get back to Sonora. Santos del Dios Reforma. And these doctrines and covenants, they only will bore you. But I'm in love with HYRAM Black. Together we will ride, and I'll jump in his saddle, and I'll never look back. Stay by his side, by his side. Well, HYRAM got down on his knees, and he gave me the look. He promised to lay down his guns and follow the book. So easily deceived, it's all that a man says is to be believed. But it came from my hand to be married. Daddy, I'm took. Daddy, I'm took. He killed many men with Brigham Young soldiers. So what's left for an outlaw but die or get old? With a pretty young thing to love and hold her. Well, I'm in love with HYRAM Black. He's in love with me, and our saints may howl and the earth may cry, and the whole damn world can see. He said he wanted it pure, so I saved it. His smell of blood in the desert, I crave it. God says we should give all our love, so I gave it. Well, I'm in love with HYRAM Black. Together we will ride, and the saints may howl and the earth may cry, but I'll be by his side, by his side. So easily deceived, and all that a man says is to be believed. But it came for my hair to be married. Daddy, I'm tough. Well, Daddy, I'm tough. Late great John Barlow.